Come on and talk to you guys about Dairy Low. This is going to be really quick. I don't have a video on this per se because a lot of times this kind of stuff changes as the days go by. But I wanted to give y'all a little heads up on what Dairy Low means. My post today, they're on the allergen free, talking about reducing dairy, also in the Slimming Secrets. So I wanted to give you a little heads up on that. So I included cottage cheese, kefir, and fat-free Greek yogurt in that post because while that is dairy, it's cultured dairy. So it's a little more healthy, okay? But it still is dairy. So we do need to be mindful of it. When we're reducing dairy and we're looking at inflammation in dairy, and I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just a Trim Healthy Mama coach, but we got cheese, milk, regular yogurt, of course, cream cheese, all that stuff. And right now, currently, Coach Amy's dealing with a little intestinal distress from the cheese she's been having and hasn't been realizing it. So we went to a restaurant for my daughter's birthday on Monday, and I got a turkey melt, which had a huge piece of cheddar on it, all melted, and I didn't eat all of it because I was like, whoa. But then that night, we took the boys to eat Mexican, and I had queso with my Tostitos over there. And then yesterday, Lily made peppers. We just say peppers, but we do ground deer sausage and then mix it with cream cheese and put it in the peppers and bake that or whatever, broil them as well. So I've had a lot of dairy and my tummy is not loving it. And so I am definitely paying the price. So I'm trying to be a little more careful the next 5 days. I'd gotten a little lax with my Dairy Low. So that's something I just wanted to tell you guys about. What are some options if we're not going to do dairy? So you've got unsweetened coconut milk can go in some recipes. And that is a good option. I have not ventured into that yet. I've got about 5 cans over there in my pantry, but I haven't done it yet. Thinking about coffee in this Changing Staples video where I talk about coffee, I started using unsweetened almond milk or Nut Pods creamer because I stood back and I thought, what do I have every day that has dairy? What can I change? Something that I have every day, not just a random casserole, So I have coffee every day and I was doing half and half. This was a couple years ago. So I started only using the unsweetened almond milk. Okay, fine. I got that happy. Then I started looking at my breakfast. I was having eggs, okay, every day for breakfast, or I would have, an E or something. But my typical S breakfast was a tablespoon or 2 of butter, 2 eggs or 3, which is too much protein, honestly. Then I'd have some bacon with it, and then I'd also put a piece of pepper jack cheese on there and get that fried. So I stopped doing that. First thing I did is I took away the butter. I kept the pepper jack cheese, but I took the butter out and used coconut oil, which is so delicious. I use refined, so it doesn't taste like coconuts, right? And then a little on down the road, I removed the pepper jack cheese, and I began adding in a non-starchy with those eggs. I do Canadian bacon. I don't always fry up a thing of bacon, but I do enjoy the Canadian bacon and the veggies. So good. Sometimes I add berries, of course. Then looking towards my lunch, I was putting, ranch dressing on my salads. Well, that's another way that I could take dairy out of my day. So now I do the MCT or olive oil swirls, salt, pepper, nutritional yeast for my dressing, which is very helpful. Are there other dressings that are dairy-free? Absolutely, but that's my simple one that I always go to. So as far as suppers go, I tend now to shy away from meals, casseroles, and things that have a lot of cream cheese or cheddar cheese on top. If it's more of those recipes that have the cheese on top, I try to scrape off of that, or I just have something else. It is a rare occasion that I make my own meal, but sometimes I got to do what I got to do. And so that's kind of how I go Dairy Low. I do have the Too Good yogurt or the fat-free unsweetened plain Greek yogurt from time to time. The yogurt banana split that I shared today, that's one of the ones that I do enjoy from time to time. I don't have it every day. I don't have yogurt every day. I don't have kefir or cottage cheese every day either, but maybe about 3 times a week I'll choose one of those cultured dairy products to have in my week. So if I can keep the rest of my meals clean and free of other dairy products, I usually do fine. So that's my take on dairy low and cultured dairy versus regular dairy. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments. And that's all. That's my little teaching on that today. All right. Thank y'all. Bye.